but before that you had a job somewhere, isn't it?
Yes. Oh yeah, between the high school, when I completed, okay, that's a long story. Yes. I think I had many jobs.
Yes.
Because when I was in Laishiri, when I completed my primary school, we were really quite a humble family, very poor background. So I did a lot of kibarua here and there, harvesting maize. Yes, after college, yes. I became a teacher. I started working as a teacher in Karema Girls High School in Nyandarua. I wanted to be a newscaster. I wanted to be a gentleman who brings news and...
Fine. So you resigned?
I resigned.
You resigned why?
I resigned because of God's call on my life. A friend of mine who is called David Munyiri visited me, and I told him the challenge that I see in Kenya is that nobody is talking about AIDS because of the stigma, and nobody seems to understand it. How can we break this silence? We see ourselves as agents of meaning of change by becoming the voice to the voiceless, and caring for 400 orphans right now. Under compassion is where we have the schools. In 2021, GOA would like to build this headquarter where we are right now. That's our greatest focus. 2021 is a very significant year for GOA because it's the year we are celebrating 30 years.
Your career as a bishop. In your 30 years, you said you've been a bishop. What is the biggest challenge you've ever encountered in those 30 years? Like one thing that stands out to you?
Of the ministry, people aligned to the vision. My responsibility is to ensure that the plans are developed that will lead us towards that vision. My responsibility is to ensure that the teams that we operate with in those 4 vision areas, that they are healthy and functional, and that we have enough resources. David Munyiri wakes up at around between 3 and 4 and spends the time in a program that we call Consistent Bible Reading, or CBR. Job's story is quite powerful. And,
okay.
I really look at this man whom the Bible describes as most upright, good man, a man who is performing sacrifices for his children. He seems to be, everything seems to be good about him.
How should we talk to children about God?
The best way to talk to children about God, number one, is by being models, role models. When I'm driving all alone by myself,
yes,
I will want to pray and
right. And
talk to God.
What do you talk to God about?
Depends on what is in the agenda. You see, my roles, as I said earlier.
Today, when you look at the world around us, what do you think the world really needs right now?
Well, the world needs Jesus. The world needs Jesus because Jesus is the Prince of Peace. I look at the chaos everywhere. The current status of our economy is not good. I think it is either at ICU or heading to ICU. It is not good. Corruption is really a cancer for this country. It is terrible. If only the Constitution would be implemented. So how sure are we that if we only change the name in terms of corruption and say something different in BBI than what we say in chapter 6 of the Constitution, that we will be solving a problem? So really, in real sense, my greatest challenge with the BBI is the self-interest of the people who have the opportunity and the voice to speak. But the local person has no that opportunity, so their interests are not taken care of. Those who should do it are leaders. They have gone there with their own personal interests. That's my greatest